Hello students. In this video we are going to see the relation between edge length, the radius of an atom, its packing efficiency and the void percent, and we will be seeing this for all the three type of centered unit cells, that is simple or primitive unit cell, body centered cell unit cell and face centered unit cell. So let us start with the first one, that is simple or primitive unit cell. Students, you know that the lattice points which are occupied by atoms, they are spherical in shape. So, taking into consideration the volume of a sphere, we'll be using that sphere formula for the calculation. So, if you can see the diagram, here I have shown the unit cell and the atoms, they are occupying the lattice points. Actually, in actual diagrams, you know that solids, they have very strong intermolecular interactions and therefore the bond here is very strong. But only for the calculation purpose, I have shown the diagram in this way. Now, as we are talking about the simple or the primitive unit cell, you know that the total atom contributions for a unit cell of simple or primitive type, the number of atoms is equal to 1 because there are 8 atoms at the corner. I have not shown all the 8 atoms here. You can show the atoms here also at the lattice points. So if I see the Z value or the number of atoms for this cell is equal to 1 atom. So you have to take this value as the Z value. We'll be using number of atoms. So let us start for the derivation or to get the equation. So if you see the diagram here, if I say that this is a circle, then this is its radii. So I will call this radii as R. And the other radii here is R. What is this, student? This is called the edge length. So this complete line is called the edge length. Let us mark this unit cell. So I am marking this as A, B, C and D. So this edge length, if I say BD is equal to R plus R, so can I say BD is equal to 2R? So let us write edge length BD is equal to R plus R. So that is equal to 2R. Now if I say that this edge length, we mark this edge length usually as, this edge length is also called as the lattice constant, student. So this edge length we mark it as small a. So in place of BD, I can say that as BD is equal to A, therefore A is equal to 2R. Now what is A, student? A is the edge length. And what is 2R? Here R is the radius of an atom. So we got the first expression, that is A is equal to 2R. Now if I rearrange the equation, I get R is equal to A by 2. So this is your second equation. So if you are asked for calculating the radius of an atom here or of the sphere here for a simple or primitive unit cell, then the formula will be edge length divided by 2. So that is A by 2. Now you know that volume of the unit cell is equal to A cube. Because if I say this is the edge length, then what will be the volume, student? Volume is equal to side cube and therefore I will write it as A cube. Now what is A is equal to? So A is equal to 2R. So I'll mark this as equation 1. So therefore from equation 1, what will be the volume? Volume of the unit cell is equal to, so that it will be equal to 2R cube. So that is equal to 8R cube. So what is A cube is equal to 8R cube. That is the volume. So mark this also as one of the equations. So let us call this as equation 3. I'll mark this as equation 2. Next student, volume of an atom is equal to, so volume of an atom, as I said, atom resembles to a sphere, so we'll be using the volume of a sphere is equal to 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Now, as this is a simple or a primitive crystal structure, total number of atoms, how many atoms, student? We have already written that there is only one atom contribution. So, I'll multiply this by 1. So, how I will write this? Therefore, volume of one atom is equal to 1 into 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So, that is same 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Let us move on to the next one, that is packing fraction. Now, what is packing fraction? How strongly the atoms are packed within the unit cell, it gives you the packing fraction. So, packing fraction has a formula, and the formula is volume occupied by one atom. I am writing one atom because I am taking simple unit cell divided by volume occupied by the unit cell. So let us substitute the values now. So volume occupied by one atom is 4 upon 3 pi r cube, and what is the volume occupied by the unit cell, student? That is 8r cube. So let us substitute here 8r cube. Now if you cancel out the r cube and r cube, what you will get? We can simplify this r cube and r cube. Then what you are left with, I am simplifying it here, students. 4 upon 3, it will be into 1 upon 8 into pi. So this and this will get cancelled. So you will get pi by 6. And this comes out to be 0.524. So what is the packing efficiency? Packing fraction is 0.524. Right, students? Let us come to packing efficiency. Now what is packing efficiency? Packing efficiency is equal to your packing fraction. Same formula, student, packing fraction. Just you have to multiply that by 100. So what it will be? That will be 0.524 into 100. So it comes out to 52.4%. So what is your packing efficiency? 52.4% for a primitive or the simple unit cell. Now let us come to the last calculation, and that is void percent. What is void, student? Void is the empty spaces which are left over after the packing of the atoms. So what will be the void percent? It will be 100 minus how much is packed. So that will be packing efficiency. So it will be 100 minus the packing efficiency. So it will be 100 minus 52.4. So this comes out to 47.6% is the void percent for the simple or primitive unit cell. So this is all about the simple one. Let us go for the next one, that is body centered. So for body centered, students, I have shown the diagram here. Body centered means atoms, they are present at the corner, and atom is present in the body also. So this atom is shown in the body. Now let us mark the unit cell just for our convenience. So I am marking this as A. I'll mark this as B, C, D. So the front side I have taken as A, B, C, D. I'll mark this as F and this as E. Little changes I have to make because you can see that every edge length is perpendicular to each other. So the law or the theorem what I can use is Pythagoras theorem, and therefore I need to make some changes here, and that changes if I draw the diagonal from B to F. So let us join this from B to F. So I am just joining this, and join B and E. This is for applying the law theorem so that calculation becomes easy. Now one very important thing is, if I call this R, this is radius, then for this it will be connected, student. As I said, this is only for diagrammatic representation, but the radius here, this will be 2R, so this will be R, and again this atom R only will be included. So this is what we will have as the 4R. Now I will call this as the edge lengths as A. So edge length here all will be A. So this is 2R is equal to A. So this is what the diagram is. Now let us start for the derivation. You know that for body centered, as I said, in body centered, there are atoms at the corner plus atom is in the body. So corner contribution is, and body is the whole contribution. Therefore total number of atoms, they are 2 atoms, they are involved in this. So let us start for the derivation now. So as I said, by applying Pythagoras theorem, so by Pythagoras theorem, now how I can apply Pythagoras theorem? So let us go for in triangle BEF. So which particular triangle I am considering is BEF. So this is B, E and F. So students, I am considering this bigger triangle first, and then I will go for BCE, means this smaller triangle here down. So let us start with BCE first so that it will be easy for you. So start with triangle BCE. So what is BCE? If I see this, this is the hypotenuse, so that will be BE square is equal to BC square plus CE square. So BE square is equal to, what is BC, student? BC is A, so it will be A square plus A square. Even CE is the edge length. So what is BE? Is BE square is equal to 2A square. So I will mark this as equation 1. Now I will move on to the next bigger triangle, what I have already discussed. So come to in triangle BEF. Now here BF square is equal to BE square plus EF square. Right, students? So this is your BE square and EF square. So let us now substitute. So BF square is equal to, what is B square? I will take from equation 1. So it will be 2A square plus A square. So what is BF square is equal to 3A square. Right, students? Now what is BF, student? If I see BF is what? BF is R plus R plus R plus R, means it is 4R. So for that, first I will remove this square so that I can get BF, and then I can substitute. So let us try this now first. So what is BF is equal to? BF is equal to under root of 3A. Now let us substitute as BF is equal to R plus R plus R plus R. So that is 4R. Therefore, I will substitute this value in this equation. So what I get is 4R is equal to under root 3A. So I got this first equation. Always you have to bring the equation to A is equal to, so that you can calculate the edge length for that particular unit cell, and R equation so that you can calculate radius of that particular unit cell. So let us make the equation now. R is equal to under root of 3A upon 4. So this is the first equation what I got to calculate the radius of an atom for BCC type of unit cell. And similarly, A is equal to 4R upon root 3. So from this I can calculate the edge length or the lattice constant for BCC structure. Now let us move on to the volume. So volume of the unit cell is equal to A cube, and therefore A cube is equal to, now this I will substitute, so 4r upon root 3, it will become cube. So let us solve this. 4 cube is 64. So volume of the unit cell is equal to 4 cube is 64 r cube upon, students, this will become root 3 into root 3 into root 3. So it will become 3 root 3. So I got this volume of the unit cell. Now let us move on to the next calculation. So let us see now the volume of one atom. So volume of a sphere or atom is equal to 4 upon 3 pi r cube. How many atoms are involved in BCC structure, student? There are 2 atoms. So therefore volume of 2 atoms or for 2 atoms is equal to 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So this will come to 8 upon 3 pi r cube. I got the volume of the atoms which are involved in BCC structures, and I have the volume for the unit cell. So let us go for the packing fraction. So packing fraction is equal to, formula is same, students. So it will be volume occupied by, now it will be 2 atoms upon volume occupied by the unit cell. So let us substitute. So volume occupied here is 8 by 3 pi r cube upon, how much was that, student? 64 r cube upon 3 root 3. Now if you calculate this, those who all are not comfortable, you can take this and multiply this by reversing this value. So I am doing here, if you want that in detail. So it will be 8 by 3 pi r cube into 3 root 3 upon 64 r cube. Let us cancel the things here. So what I will get is this r cube and r cube will get cancelled. This 3 and this 3 will get cancelled. 8 and 8. So what I am left with is, so here I will get root 3, what is left here, students, this root 3, what is left, upon 8 pi. So this is what I get, root 3 pi by 8. If you calculate this, you will get 0.68. You have to learn those values, students. No need to go for this root 3 and those values and do the calculation. You can directly substitute the values. So this is about the packing fraction. Now come to packing efficiency. So packing efficiency is equal to packing fraction into 100. So it will be 0.68 into 100. So it gives you 68%. So this is the packing efficiency. Now come to the void percent. So void percent for BCC, that is 100 minus the packing efficiency. So packing efficiency, that is equal to 100 minus 68. So here you get 32%. So more is the packing efficiency, more harder is the crystal, more is the void percent, softer is the crystal. So this is how you analyze. Let us move on to the third one, that is FCC. So let us see for the FCC, student, here. Now for our convenience, again I have shown the diagram in this way. I have considered this face and this is the atom which is present at the center of the face, and those are the 2 corners. Now let us mark the system again. So I will mark this as, let me mark this. So this I will mark it as A. This is B, D, C, E and F. Now we have again, as I said, the unit cell, every edge length is perpendicular to each other. So again we'll be using Pythagoras theorem here. And so we have to take help of one of the triangle, and therefore I am joining B and D. So I will just join this in this way. And which triangle I'll be using, student, is this triangle. So this triangle, this diagonal what I have here, so B and D, and therefore you know this is R, and again the centers here, so this is R plus R, or you can call this as 2R, and this is one of the R. So now let us start for the derivation. Now in FCC structure, student, you know that there are atoms. So in FCC structure, you have atoms at the corner plus atoms at the faces. So how much is the contribution? 1 upon 8 into 8 plus half into 6 faces. So total comes out to 1 plus 3. So there are 4 atoms. This is very, very important, students. So number of atoms for a FCC structure unit cell is 4 atoms. Now let us start for this. Now here, if I say BD is the diagonal here, as I have discussed, then in triangle BCD, what is this, student? This is the edge length. So I will mark them as edge lengths. They all are edge lengths here. So let us start. So if BD is the diagonal in triangle BCD and R is the radius, what is the other word for this? Lattice, or I can say radius, student, that is the lattice constant. So that is also very, very important. You should know that what is the actual terms and how the terms can change. So I am marking here that the edge length, that is A, is also called as lattice constant. That is very important. So this is also called as lattice constant. So come to this now. Now let us start for the derivation. You can do this now simultaneously for more practice. So let us start. Which triangle I will be considering? So by Pythagoras theorem, so let us consider in triangle BCD. Now what I will get? BD. So BD square is equal to BC square plus CD square. What is BC? BC is A. What is CD? CD is also A. So BD square is equal to A square plus A square. So this will come to BD square is equal to 2A square. Same like what we have seen for simple. So let us start now. What is BD is equal to? BD is equal to under root. So let us mark this as one of the equation. Now I have to substitute this BD. If you see BD, students, so I am writing here as BD is equal to R plus R plus R plus R. So that is 4R. Therefore 4R is equal to root 2 of A. As I told you, you have to bring the equation A is equal to, that is lattice constant is equal to, and R is equal to. So let us rearrange the equation. So first I will go for R. So R is equal to root 2 by 4A. So this is the first equation what I got. Similarly, make the equation in terms of A. So A is equal to 4R by root 2. So this is what we got. So 4R upon root 2. Let us start now. Students, it is always better if I rearrange this equation here. So let us simplify this. R is equal to, so that we can continue. So R is equal to, this equation I am simplifying. So R is equal to root 2 upon 4A. Now how I can simplify this? I will multiply by root 2 and root 2. so that I can simplify this. So let us simplify. R is equal to root 2 by 4 into root 2 by root 2a. This a I have put here. So if I simplify this, what I will get, student, is 2a upon 4 root 2. So if I cancel this, 1 upon 2 I will get. So R is equal to a upon 2 root 2. So this is what I will be using. In case for MCQs the equation is asked, you can go for this option. Otherwise, this is the way or the correct equation what we use for calculation. Now on this basis, I will arrange a is equal to, so it will become 2 root 2 r. So this is what the edge length is equal to, or the lattice constant is equal to. Now let us move on to the packing fraction. So volume of unit cell is equal to a cube. So that is equal to, let us substitute the values now. So volume of unit cell is equal to, it will be 2 root 2 r. I will make this cube. So this will come to, this will become 8, and 2 root 2 cube will become 2 root 2. So it will become 16 root 2 r cube. So I got this, the volume of the unit cell. Now come to volume of one atom is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. How many atoms are there for FCC structure, student? There are, so let us write 4 atoms. So volume of 4 atoms is equal to 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So what you get here is 16 upon 3 pi r cube. Right, students? We got the volume for 4 atoms. We got the volume of the unit cell. Now write down the packing fraction. Same formula. So what is packing fraction? Volume occupied by 4 atoms upon volume occupied by the unit cell. So substituting the values, 16 upon 3 pi r cube upon 16 root 2 r cube. Now let us cancel the same way. So I am doing the same on this side. It will be 16 pi r cube upon 3 into 1 upon, so 16 root 2 r cube. Let us cancel. So what we get here, 16 and 16, r cube and r cube. So what is left, student, is pi by 3 root 2. So this is what we are left with. If you do the calculation, you can take the value of pi as 3.14 and root 2 as 1.414 and do the calculation. So what answer you will get here is 0.74. So this is the packing fraction for FCC structure. Let's go for packing efficiency now. So packing efficiency is equal to packing fraction into 100. So this will be 0.74 into 100. So here answer is 74%. So how much is the packing efficiency? 74%. So you can see that as compared to the simple and BCC, packing is more for FCC. And then what will be the void percent, student? Void percent is equal to 100 minus the packing efficiency. So that is 100 minus 74, and this comes out to 26%. So void percent here is 26%. So this is all about the packing fraction, packing efficiency, the relation between the edge length or the lattice constant and the radius of the atom. I hope I have simplified the derivations and I hope you liked it. So please do like my videos, share, comment, and please subscribe my channel so that I can give more videos in the same way. Thank you, students.